Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox, and this is one of those unusual videos because it's not one that I thought about doing. This is one of yours. This is a user-generated content. Basically, one of the viewers came on, put a comment in one of the comment sections, and let me know something had happened. I thought, well, that's very interesting. That deserves a video. Unfortunately, I'm the sort of guy that makes videos, so here it is. What it is John Swinney is running scared. So scared, in fact, that he's decided that rather than going onto the radio on Radio Scotland and having an interview, he's decided to hide under his desk and pretend that he'd forgot that there was an appointment because I think he knew that it's going to be very, very difficult for him because people are catching on. The truth is coming out, and the questions for John Swinney are incredibly hard. No explanation was given, of course, for his missing the appointment, missing the interview. He just failed to turn up at the last moment. Virtually no notice whatsoever. So basically, they threw a party and he didn't come. And so you got of course, the channel will be mad, but you got the presenter sitting there going, well, at this moment, we're supposed to be interviewing John Swinney. But John Swinney got a bad case of the shit scareds and ran away. He decided not to answer the questions. Running scared, John. That's the problem, isn't it? When you found out, when the truth comes out, and you know that the questions are going to be hard, and you know that the answers are going to be harder, because either you won't answer the question, you'll answer a completely different question, or it sounds like you're prevaricating, or it's like, well, let's answer a different question entirely. And people are no longer falling for that crap, because people have become all too aware of what you do all the time. It's not new, it's not big, and it's not clever. So Stephen Jardine, who was the host, was sitting there on the radio this morning and having to explain to people what had happened. Now, why is he scared? What could possibly have forced John Swinney to abandon and ditch this show? Is it the appalling polling? Week after week, day after day, constant, bad, worsening polling. Occasionally they'll get a little uplift, but then it goes back down again. But that little uplift is usually only because it's an Ipsos Mori poll. And after all, the Scottish Government pay Ipsos money, 5 million a year out of public money, to be their little pet, their little lapdog polling company. In other words, they're there to give them the answers they want so that they can say to the public, oh, but look how marvellous this is, or look how brilliant we are over here, and all that rubbish. 5 million a year to be lied to. I think propaganda should come out of the party pocket, not the taxpayers. What do you think, folks? Let me know. Also, just as a little interruption at this point, I mentioned this yesterday. Some of you may not have seen yesterday's videos, and I'm going to be reiterating it several times. Got to catch them all, like Pokemon. I've started up a new channel. It's called David Coulter, for I am he, dash, what is it called? Hollywood 2026. Yeah. I'm sorry, I had a little senior moment then. Not Joe Biden senior, just complete. I couldn't remember if it was 26 or Hollywood 26. It's Hollywood 26. I'll put a link down in the comments at the bottom. Nip across to there, subscribe to that, because that's the channel I'll be doing my run for the Holyrood seat. And I will be doing a video on that later today with a bit of update for you. So go subscribe, don't miss what's happening. No, it won't be like this channel. I'm not putting out loads of content every day or anything like that. 1 or 2 videos a week at this stage, ramping it up once we get to any kind of campaign. But it's a case of getting everyone involved, and that's where I'm going to be dropping all the stuff. So go across, hit subscribe, and don't miss out. Now, get back to this. So we've got, as I mentioned, the polling. That's going particularly badly. You've got this failed battle bus that people are already, like me, but I'm not the only one, taking the piss out of, literally lampooning it. You've got Flynn and his failure. I mentioned this in the previous video on question time. That's getting a lot of pushback. A lot of people are questioning that. You've got the moral money. You've got the lack of funding. You've got people basically leaving the party. The numbers have been revealed to be lower. No one's saying what the numbers are, but they are said to be lower. There is generally a rejection of the SNP by the people. And everything they come up with that is policy driven is shown to be terrible. It's shown to be absolutely terrible. They're being attacked from all sides and they don't know how to deal with it. Now, Swinney, it's quite clear he's out of his depth. He hasn't got a clue how to address the problem. He can't take rejection. Put it this way, I don't think he's good at taking rejection. And he doesn't want to speak to the people of Scotland because he doesn't like what they're saying. And so that's why he's doing it. That's why he's hiding under his desk in Holyrood, refusing to come out, you know. I mean, you're a grown man, John. Stand up, face these people down, answer the questions. They won't be good questions. They won't be good answers as far as the SNP is concerned. But the people of Scotland deserve this. And especially, I think you do also need to apologise to Radio Scotland. I mean, they've been pushing this interview all week, and now you on the last minute you embarrass the channel, you embarrass the host. Very least you do, send him a nice little bottle of malt, single malt, and a card saying terribly sorry, but I'm shit scared of facing tough questions, something like that. We all know. They're not saying why. I mean, they're obviously not going to tell you why. We all know why, but, they're not saying. But again, it's everything that's going on. And of course, as I've mentioned before, they're doing this gaslighting with the 18 billion. That's bound to come up. Why are you talking about this 18 billion all the time? And then you've got no way of coming back saying, well, it's government figures. It's not, What do they do? What can they do? What hope have they got? And the great thing is you've got Reformer challenge them. I mean, who'd have thought Reform would be challenging the SNP? But they are. They're likely to take seats away from, or votes away from the Tories, but they're going to take votes away from everyone, I think. But it's just a very weird election this time. Scottish voters know full well what they have to do, and that rejection of the SNP is going to hit them very, very hard. Already, I think they'll be looking to see who's going to replace Swinney. But you'll have to find him first. Maybe someone can bring out a book. Where's Swinney? And you have a look, and there's all these things going on. And they found him. Supposed to be a bone in there. Where's the dog with the hat? And things like that. But you found Swinney. Honestly. And he's a coward. He's a moral coward. Anyway, there we go. Thank you very much. Like I say, do go across to the channel. I'll put the link down there. Do subscribe. I want to get to the 1,000 subscribers. And I'll start putting out like 1 or 2 vids a week and go through things slowly, like I say, then build up to the final end. Anyway, you have been marvellous. I've been me. And everybody is just laughing at the SNP. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care and goodbye.